Hey everybody, today we are here getting ready for the first launch of 2022. One of the last things we have to do is get the oil changed in the lower unit here. Got a new cover on the boat made by Marlis Custom Canvas. Got new seats on the boat from pontoonstuff.com. Both companies are a breeze to deal with. So we're going to get this all taken care of. This is a 1998 Evinrude 115 SPL, and it's time to change that lower oil. Okay, so this screw down here, that's the one that you're going to want to take off to drain the oil out. And right up here, that's the vent. We're going to pop that open after taking the lower one off, just to get the air in there to help drain all the oil out. Okay, so as you can see, it's a pretty big screw, and this is a nice size head on the screwdriver, and it's been on here for a while, so as you can see, it's kind of hard to get that on there and get that turning. So I'll show you a little tip that I like to do. I like to use one of these. It's got a much larger head on it. As you can see, it pretty much fills in that whole screw head there. Easy peasy, took it right off. All right, now I can finish with the screwdriver just because I have a little easier to deal with. This is the first time I'm changing the oil on this motor. I just got this, just installed it on the boat. I'll put a link to the other video of the installation. So far that oil looks good. What you do not want is a milky color oil. That's what I pulled out there. The tip of this is a magnet. Oh. Now I got dirt on it, so I'll wash that off, but you can see the tip is a magnet. What that does is captures any metal particles from the engine and gets it on the magnet so that you're not having it go into your oil. So now we're going to get this top one off here. And now once air gets in there, you'll see more oil coming out. There we go. There's the other one there. No metal particles on there, so that's good. There's also a washer on these as well. It's a little plastic nylon washer on there, and you want to make sure that's in good condition, and if not, you want to replace that, because that will allow water into your engine, and that's what you do not want. You do not want water in the lower unit, and that would be one of the things that would cause the milky colored oil. So far it's coming out nice. It's a nice uniform color. So I don't see any indication that there's any water in there, which is good. Okay, so now the flow is starting to slow down a little bit. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna raise up the motor slightly, just so that the angle can go towards the back of that drain plug. Just to see if there's any more that'll go towards the back. let that drain a little bit, move the motor back and forth a couple times just to get anything in there out. Okay, so now I have our gear lube hooked up, and I have a little kit hooked up to introduce it into the engine. The gear lube usually comes with a setup like this, which is a real pain in the butt. It comes on the bottle, and it's a real pain in the butt to squeeze it up in there. So they make these little kits here. They're only a few dollars. Definitely worth it to get the oil into the lower unit. So I'm going to pump this, and I'm going to watch it until it starts to come out of this vent hole here. Once that happens, we know that we're full. So it should take the whole quart. You don't want to go too fast because you're always going to have air bubbles. You can see the bubbles traveling through there. So you just want to take it nice and easy just to get that working through. You can see that. There you go. Now we know that we have clean and full oil there. So we're going to take this screw, pop this back in. I got the top one in. Now I just have to put the lower one in. It's a little tough. You have to do this fast, so I have to pull this off pretty quick. It's threaded. Unthread that and thread the new one in nice and fast. You want to make sure you clean all the oil off the motor, both sides. Get everything nice and clean. You don't want any of that oil to go into the water. Name of the game is keeping everything clean. So lastly, I'm going to give a final crank down with this, and we should be good to go. Lastly, you want to take this used waste oil, and you can put this in a covered jug, like a milk carton, something like that, or an old oil container. And most auto shops, car dealers, gas stations, things like that, they will take waste oil, anything from lawnmower oil or car motor oil, any kind of old oil you have, and they can dispose of it, recycle it. And a lot of auto shops have waste oil heaters, which they heat their shop with, and this is perfect for that. It's not contaminated or anything, and they can burn this and get rid of it that way. So thanks for watching. That's how to change your oil on a 2-stroke outboard. Stay tuned, and next we will be showing you the process of putting the boat in the water.